It's funny. Oh well. Anyway, so I'm looking to do a monolithic pour where once I have all my steel studs up, I have a up on the sides, and I'll pour the aircrete in, so everything will already be standing and structurally stable before I pour any aircrete. And this slab is all aircrete. This is what I call the 30-gallon mix, and all that means is I use a 30-gallon container to mix my aircrete, so that when I fill it to the top, I always get the same mix instead of filling to some kind of line in a bigger barrel. Because I've done that before and I made the mistake of overfilling. I did this slab about 3 weeks ago, I think. So I let it cure for around 3 weeks before I started the work. How does this work? I should have brought all of these at once, but I didn't. I gotta walk 200 feet to go get these. Does this look all right? I feel like it's crooked. Nah, that's good. Thank you, Major Tom. Hey, Redefine Living. Thanks for all the awesome comments you guys leave. Really appreciate it. Daniel, I got a lot of glare here. I'm trying to read this. Is that concrete slab or aircrete? That's aircrete. I just walked 400 feet to get these things. This is aircrete. This is what I call my 30-gallon mix, which just means I use a 30-gallon container to make my 7 gallons of cement slurry filled to the top with foam so that I'm always consistent. Because I used to use a 50-gallon drum with a mark on the inside of where to fill to, but in all the excitement, I forget to stop at the mark and I fill too high, so I get the wrong mix. So all of my experiments, when I refer to 20-gallon, 30-gallon, 50-gallon, 60-gallon, just means I'm using that size container and I'm adding the foam to the 7 gallons of cement slurry. So this is the Aircrete slab. It's been curing for about 3 weeks before I started this. Yes, I have my anti-bobcat protection gear, and it's actually my anti-rattlesnake and anti-bear gear also. Bobcats, I haven't encountered bobcats, even though today I had a fox walking around. I'm out in the woods, man. There's a lot of big animals out here. A storm rider. Actually, this area is pretty good. When it rains, it's water's good here. There's no problem with the water here. I'll give you a little spin the camera around a little. This is well, let me show you this guys first. This I haven't started yet. Actually, I just started digging for a septic tank here. This is a big hole, but I'm in the Rocky Mountains, so as you can imagine, at about 3 feet down, I'm hitting all rock. You can see all the dirt we pulled out. And this is a trench that I was doing for the infiltrators, but I'm hitting all rock, so I got to rent one of those breakers that goes on the excavator so I can bust it up and get the depth that I need. This here was I always wanted to do this ever since I was a kid. From watching Bugs Bunny inside of a giant pot. You know, he's usually being cooked, but he's bathing. But I was bathing. So this was pretty sweet. I actually yeah, sorry about that guys. I don't have the best cell phone signal here. So when I moved the phone, looks like my signal got lost. So I'm just gonna keep it still and not gonna go for a walking tour. Yeah, Storm Rider, I get a Bluetooth mic. I'm what do you call it? I'm new to the whole live streaming. Brighton 14th. Brighton 14th. Are you from Brighton Beach? Yeah, I'm glad to be far from Brooklyn, boy. Oh, Paul. Oh, okay. I don't remember your YouTube name being Brighton 14. Coolio. Looks fine. Thanks, Kip. I gotta go in order here. Nice piece of property. Thanks, Storm. I'm loving. It's beautiful. A lot of wild animals. That's hillbilly. Redefine living. That's a hillbilly hot tub. That's it, man. I call it. I actually wanted it. The cast iron tub like Bugs Bunny always is getting cooked in. Yeah, living the dream, little pig store. I did a short video of making some paper aircrete, and I did a little different recipe with the way I mixed it up. But I gave you a shout out in that video, but I didn't post it yet. But I gave you a shout out as the inspiration for the paper aircrete. So that'll be coming out later. In fact, today I made some new samples of some different cement. There's a cement called Epic, and Epic is just paper, styrofoam, and cement, and it's really strong. And I did a hammer test on it. I was whacking on with a hammer, and I was just putting dents in it. So today I was planning on shooting it just to see if it's bulletproof, and just to shoot because it's kind of fun, So that'll be later today. I'll probably do that live. It'll probably take 1 or 2 shots before it breaks. I don't know. What's this? Gaia UNSTV. Yo, Harry. Hello from Peace Country, NCBC. Welcome to the chat. What is Ron Searchy, my boy, Ron? What's in the concrete area going to be? This is going to be a shed. This is all Aircrete foundation, and I'm going to be building Aircrete walls. And this is going to be a shed here. I'll probably have like the washing machine or something in here. I don't know. Why no metal in my domes? I don't want any metal because well, the main thing is there's a lot of research that was done by Russian scientists with pyramids, and they built these giant fiberglass PVC pyramids, and they were testing all these incredible energy properties. And so a big thing was to not have any metal in it. And the dome structures, the geometry of the dome has a similar effect to a pyramid in the energy effects. This is something most people will be familiar with when you call it feng shui. It's the energetics of the room. And these geometries make a big difference. And not having any metal is a huge benefit to the human body when it comes to these types of geometry. But it's a little more involved. But either way, the other big reason for me is using basalt rebar. You don't have any metal that could possibly rust and weaken your concrete. So structurally, for me, the basalt rebar is a much better option because I'm not going to have to worry about any type of rusting, because most concrete structures will deteriorate because of the metal, because eventually water will get in, start to rust the metal out, and then that's when you get flaking. So it's much better, because I'm also using a thin shell. I'll be making my domes will be structurally reinforced concrete using about 9 to 10 inches of aircrete. I got my hands here, but you can't even see them. Using about 9 to 10 inches of aircrete as an insulation. So I'll be using aircrete as an insulation for the domes that I'm building. So that's a big reason why no metal. All right, redefine living. Have a good day at church. Enjoy. Yeah, Stormrunner. I'll be putting rebar in between all the studs here to just help reinforce the walls, and then on the outside of the wall, I'll be putting a fiberglass mesh with a rapid set coating, because rapid set I don't know if you're familiar, but you can buy Rapid Set from Home Depot, and that stuff cures to like 9 to 10,000 psi. So it's really strong, and it's also waterproof. So um, that's how I'll be coating the outside and the inside of this structure here. Wallace Rose, I got a lot of glare here. It's hard to see. Thanks for the motivation to get up this morning. Yeah, you're welcome. What are you building, Ron? I'm building the shed. I just answered your question before. That's a topless. Brighton 14 is a topless beach in Brighton. Yeah, I've been to Brighton 14th. I don't remember any toplessness, but that's cool. Right now, I'm putting these I beams together. I'm putting two steel studs together to form an I beam, so that these channels here on both sides will hold the aircrete in there. This 2 inches here will give that support. Along with these holes, I'll have rebar going through them, so there'll be support in the middle. So right now I'm making the I beams before I mount these in. Sorry about that. My connection here is good. Let me go back to where I was. I think he's going back to back so he can. Yes, Storm Runner. That was correct. Uh, I gotta get Mrs. Aircrete out here to operate the honeydew has. Um, what's this shed? I think. Yep. Green Dorm Investment is correct. It's a shed. Sweet grounding. Storm Runner. What's grounding? Ron, love it. We should build small meditation domes around Colorado to create a buzz for domes. That's exactly what I'll be doing. Green Dorm Investment, looks like. You gotta excuse me, there's a lot of glare on the phone here. Will your dome be found in 1,000 years and thought to be built by aliens? I think so. When it's all completed, the 12 domes, it will look like something built on Mars. Honeydew Carpenter. Hi, Harry. I'm doing some block experiments with basalt mesh. Yeah, that's awesome, Honeydew. I got some basalt mesh also that I was planning on putting on the outside of this. Uh, Gaia, what will your stud spacing be? They'll be the standard 16-inch on center. This portion, I really like this technique right now because the assembly is really quick. Like if I keep at it, this whole thing will be done before the end of the day, as far as the studs all standing with the tops, the cap on. And then I'll probably even get the wall panels up. What I'm doing after all the studs are up is I have two options. The first is to put these panels I got with melamine board just for the smoothness. I could put them up. I have 4 panels. They're 4x8, so I'll be making an 8x8 on. I'll have an 8x8 sheet on either side of the wall that I'll fill with aircrete. And this part is, I have it in my mind how it's gonna be done. I bought some foam. My next trip over there to get the next studs, I'll bring the foam too, so I could show you guys. I got some of this foam. I don't know exactly what it's used for, but it's like thin foam, and I'm gonna use it as a seal between the steel studs and the plywood with melamine on it. And then I'll fill it. So the two options I have is to put the plywood directly onto the steel studs, and then when I fill with aircrete, um, and I remove the panels, the studs will still be showing. You'll see the studs. But my other idea that I think I'm really going to go with is to make a 1 inch space out of wood to go between the plywood and the steel studs, so that after I pour the aircrete with the 1 inch on either side of the steel studs, I'll end up having a 6 inch thick wall of aircrete, and the steel studs will be covered. Like it's just because I'm out in the boonies. Maybe I'm talking too loud. I got like one bar on my phone, so I'm happy there's a live stream at all. Yeah, Stormrun, I agree. Covering it would be the easier way to go. Would be the better way. I just have to see. Yeah, gun is handy. All right, Dave, I'll put it up another time. I have to put up the plans. This is right. So Soichi said this is the shed right now. The other side here is where the domes will be built. There's gonna be a whole bunch of domes there. I'm just hoping they have just one dome built this year, one maybe two domes. Come a little closer. To eat. Let me see. You know, there might be stuff to eat on the property, but I'm not familiar with all plants. We do have some berries growing. I'm not sure what kind of berries they are. I haven't them yet. Well, I don't know that I'm going to try them right away. I'll ask somebody else to tell me if they know what they are first. But other than planting my own food, right now, uh, I didn't find anything edible. There's a lot of cactus here. Keep hearing some big animal out there. He's ruffling the trees out there, and I can smell him. It's got a real heavy, musky smell. There's a lot of deer, elk, and bear. Uh, I saw a black bear a couple of nights ago on the road. He was running down to get out the way of the car. I'm told the black bears are out here really brown bears. even though they're black in color. And they're not as aggressive, so that's a good thing. Little pig store, yes. Are you going to pump the aircrete into the walls? Yes, I am. I have an aircrete pump that I'm working on, but right now I have a double diaphragm pump that works really good for pumping aircrete. So I'll be using the double diaphragm pump to pump the aircrete into the walls. Captain Will, he's gonna attach plywood 4x8, leave cavity, fill cavity with super duper number 30-gallon slurry crete. You got it there, Captain. Surprised you don't have Wi-Fi service running to RV. No, the only service I got is my cell phone that I use as a hotspot. I have no internet out here, and the most I get is 2 bars on my phone if I'm standing in the right spot. And so right now the phone's in the right spot where I got 2 bars. Tranquil Nursery, it looks like it says. I got a lot of glare. Hello, Harry. Hello. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for a nursery soon to buy some I want to buy like some apple trees. I'm not sure if it's nursery as in plants and things, but your name just reminded me. I don't know if you take care of kids or plants, but either way, I'm looking to plant some apple trees and different fruit trees I like to plant around here. Wolf, no, a lot of coyotes though. I hear them at night. Uh, Green Dorm, I hear a lot of coyotes at night. It's probably if I had to guess, a pack of 5 or 6. And 2 nights ago, I heard them. They had to be maybe around 200 feet away from me, as clear as I heard them. I didn't see them, but I heard them really clear. Good time in the process to plant yourself some fruit trees, small and and by the time you are settled in, you will have produce. Yeah, that'll be great. I definitely love plants, but in Houston. That's cool. I gotta find one out here in Colorado where I'm at. Nice, your double diaphragm pump works like the pump I built. Yeah, sweet. I haven't seen your pump yet, little pig store. I think I have 1 or 2 more stacks to put together. I gotta go pick them up. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys a test on some other cement I was working on. That's called Epic. This stuff called Epic, which is styrofoam, paper, and cement combined, and it's pretty sweet. Dave Nilsson, I don't understand. The place is located in the wilds of Colorado. Whereabouts is it? Do you have fresh water? Captain Will, awesome. Yeah, we have a fresh water that's hauled in. Uh, I guess about 5 miles from here is a spot where we can get water, and I got a water tank on the trailer, and I'll usually haul like 350 gallons at a time and put it in my storage tank. And yeah, well, that's the water situation. There's no well, from what I'm told, in the area. The water is not good. Um, Thanks, Storm. I won't keep you here for hours, but yeah, I could watch forever too a lot of times. Anyway, I gotta go get some more steel studs, so I'm just gonna flip the camera around so you guys have a slightly different view. That's my hillbilly hot tub. Uh, this is actually my this is what someone else just called a tub. The I call it my Bugs Bunny bathtub because I literally have a fire underneath it. You can see the black charring on the side of the tank. Uh, yeah, it's pretty cool. I always want to take a bath over an open fire, without potatoes and carrots in the water. I'll be right